Hello, and welcome to this episode of The Quest for Happiness, where we talk about how to bring joy into your everyday life. My name is Kristen, and this is Kitty Boy, and he'll be joining us today. You might see him pop up every now and again. So today, I want to talk about this concept of choice and how we have so much choice in our lives, but we often don't think of it that way. We think about our lives in terms of, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like, I have to go to work. I have to pay the bills. I have to pick up dinner tonight. I have to do this. I have to do that, right? But the thing is we're choosing to do all of those things in order to maintain a lifestyle that we want, right? And I think it's important to take a step back and reevaluate how we think about all the choices we make in our life. Now, do you have to go to work every day? No, you absolutely don't. Do you have to pay your bills? No, you don't have to pay your bills at all. Do you have to make dinner? No, you don't have to make dinner. Do you have to do your hair and put on makeup in the morning? Nope, you absolutely don't have to. You don't have to do homework. You don't have to do anything at all. But we often choose to do these things, right? Because what could happen is worse than if we don't do these things, right? So I choose to go to work because it's fulfilling for me and I get a paycheck. And with that paycheck, I can pay for all the other things I want in my life, right? So I take a step back and I say, okay, today I am choosing to go to work. I choose to go to work. I choose to have a job that I go to every day. Hello, computer. And the same thing with our partners too. It's so important that you take time to re-choose your partner. Like really take a step back and recognize that you are choosing your partner day to day. And it's especially important when, you have arguments or fights or, you get in disagreements. Like you can choose to have this person in your life, or you have the power to not have this person in your life at all. And you have the power to make that decision. Now, think about it in terms of power, right? We just talked about this. You have so much power. You have complete power over your entire life. You can make your life exactly what you want it. Do you want to live in financial abundance and you want to live in a big house? You can do that. You can absolutely do that. You have the power. It's just about the choices that we make to get there. Right? So, for example, if we want to live in financial abundance, we'll be looking in ways and how we can fix that, right? Well, maybe my job doesn't pay me enough, or maybe I have a lot of debt, maybe I have a lot of bills. So let's look at how we can reduce that debt, how we can get rid of some of those bills. What can we decide to not pay for, right? What can we choose to stop paying for in order to live in financial abundance, in order to save for that big house, right? In order to save for that lifestyle. All of these things can be yours just by making different choices. And I know it sounds incredibly simple, and I'm breaking it down in such a simple way that we've all talked about, right? But I think it's so important to do this, right? We take a step back to think about how everything in our lives is the way it is because we've chosen to make it that way. I've chosen this apartment. I've chosen to have a nice car. And so, yeah, I have a higher car payment, but I really enjoy my car. But at any time I can say, you know what? I choose to not have a car payment anymore. And so I can rearrange my finances so I can pay off that car, trade it in, whatever I need to do in order to get back to the lifestyle that I want. And same with the job. I choose to be in the job that I'm currently in, or I can choose to be in a completely different job. When we put so many blocks in our own path because we're like, oh, we can't do that. Oh, I can't change jobs. Oh, I can't change careers because it would be too hard. It would be too this. It would be too that. It would disrupt my life too much. Well, guess what? You just made the choice to not do that. You made that choice. And so it's so important to look at our lives in terms of choices because it is so empowering. It is so empowering to say, I choose to pay my bills instead of I have to pay my bills. It is so empowering to say, I choose to go to work instead of I have to go to work. It is so empowering to say, I choose to make up with my partner after this argument rather than saying, I am just going to brush it under the rug, right? Or you can say, I choose to not have this person in my life anymore because it is not for my highest good. It is not bringing me happiness. So I encourage you this week to look at your life in terms of choices. Find where you have chosen to do things in order to live the lifestyle that you want. Kitty Boy has chosen lap right now. And whenever you feel stressed out about like all, excuse me, all the things that you have to do, right? Think about it in terms of choices. Think about it in terms of how much power you have to absolutely change your life if you want to. It is all within your power. It's all within your reach. Anything you want at all is absolutely within your reach. Just start planning for it, right? Believe that it can happen. Stop putting those blocks in your own way. Stop putting those blocks in your path. Let go of those beliefs, those stories that say you can't do something or you have to do something. Choose to let go of those things that are not for your highest good. And choose to let in the things that are for your highest good. A prayer that I like to say that really helps me with this is I say, Dear Universe, thank you for all the wonderful and good things that are currently coming into my life. And I pray that my life only includes the things that are for my highest good. I welcome the things that are for my highest good into my life. And I release the things that are no longer serving me. Amen. That is such a powerful prayer. It clears so many blocks for me. And when I'm feeling extra, like I'm putting blocks in my own way, I pray for a release of that. I just say, Dear Universe, please help me to release the blocks that I've put in my way. Please help me to see that there is a better, higher way, a third way that I'm not seeing. Anyway, like I said, I hope that you go through this next week thinking about your life in terms of choices instead of have-to-dos. And I guarantee this will lead to a lot less stress and anxiety in your life because guess what? You might find that you're choosing to do things that you don't want to do anymore. You can say, wow, I actually don't want to do that anymore. And you have the power, sweet love, you have it. So thank you for tuning in this week, and I'm excited to see you again next week. If you have any comments, any feedback, hit me up on my Insta. It's at Inner Guidance, just the same as this TV channel. Follow me on there. I'd love to chat with you about choices and power. Have a wonderful week. All my love.